Starting in child's pose, slowly start to walk your hands over to the right and place your left hand over your right, stretching out the side body. And take a few deep breaths here. And slowly start to make your way through to the middle again. And walk your way over to the left hand side, placing your right hand over your left, stretching out the right side of the body. And take a few deep breaths here. Slowly make your way back through to the center. On your next inhale, shift your weight forward, place your chest down on the mat as your sit bones are nice and high, coming into puppy's pose. And then you can choose either your forehead down on the mat, your chin down on the mat, or if you prefer, you can cup your fingers and allow your shoulder blades or your torso rather, to sink between your shoulder blades. Inhale and exhale. And slowly make your way into a comfortable seat. Inhale, arms rise, interlace your fingers, flip your palms to the sky, and then as you exhale, slowly lean over to the right. Inhale to rise. Then exhale over to the right, this time placing your hand down on the mat, bend in your elbow, and lean your left hand all the way over. But be sure to keep your left sit bone connected to the mat. And place your left hand over your right knee as you twist, gazing over your right shoulder. And we're here for 2 more breaths. Inhale to make space in the ribs, and then exhale to twist a little further. Come all the way back through to center. Wrap your right leg behind you, coming into a half pigeon. Check to see that your hip is in line with your leg. Inhale to walk your hands back towards your hips, and then exhale as you fold, leading over that front leg. Place your forehead down on the mat. And take a moment here to connect back with your breath. As you inhale, feel your belly ballooning and expanding onto your leg. As you exhale, feel your belly moving towards your body. And if you need to create some space between your shoulders and your ears, externally rotate your arms so that your shoulders aren't bunched up alongside your ears. Inhale to rise. Bring your back leg into your bum, and then hold onto your foot or your ankle, your shin, as you get a stretch going into your quads. And maybe you prefer to kick your foot into your hand to create some space in your shoulders, getting a good stretch in that rotator cuff. Slowly, without slingshotting, place your foot down onto the mat and then swing your leg forward, finding a seat once again. Inhale, arms rise, interlace your fingers, flip your palms to the sky. Exhale now as you lean over to the left. Inhale to rise. Exhale over to the left, this time placing your hand down on the mat and lean all the way over, keeping your right sit bone connected to the mat. You can walk your left hand all the way behind you, place your right hand on your left knee. Inhale to create space in your ribs, exhale to twist, gazing over your left shoulder. And you'll stay here for 2 more breaths. Inhale, trying to create some more space in the ribs every time. And then as you exhale, trying to move deeper into that twist. All the way back through to center. Wrap your left leg behind you, coming into half pigeon. Once again, check that that left leg is in line with your hip. Inhale. And then exhale as you fold forward. Sleeping pigeon. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. And exhale. Inhale to rise. And tuck your back foot, bringing your heel into your bum, and then take hold of that foot with your left hand. And once again, you can choose either your heel is coming into your body to get a stretch into that hamstring, or rather that quad, or perhaps you want to kick your foot into your hand to get a stretch in your shoulder. And be aware that you don't need to be static in this position. Perhaps the trick for you is to bring your foot close to your body and then move it away from your body as you start to create a little bit more space in the leg or the shoulder. Slowly place that foot down on the mat. Bring your left leg all the way to the front, coming into a seat and then flipping over into a tabletop. Check to make sure that your hips are underneath your legs are underneath your knees, your shoulders underneath your arms underneath your shoulders. And then we'll do a few rounds of cat-cow. So as you inhale, coming into cow, and then exhale into cat. And a few rounds of cat-cow here. As you find your neutral tabletop now, inhale, right hand extends up to the sky, gaze to that right hand, and then as you exhale, thread the needle, right hand underneath your left shoulder, right cheek down to the mat, and then walk that left hand forward as you create some space in your shoulder. Slowly walk your left hand back underneath your shoulder. Inhale, right hand extends all the way up. Exhale, tabletop. Moving over to the other side. Inhale, left hand extends all the way up. Gaze to your left hand. Exhale as you thread the needle, left hand underneath your right shoulder. Left cheek down to the mat, and then walk your right hand forward and create some space in that top shoulder. Slowly walk that right hand back underneath your shoulder. Inhale, left hand rises. Exhale, tabletop. And tuck your toes and then push up and back, downward facing dog. Your first downward facing dog of your practice, so take some time to settle into your pose by perhaps pedaling out to your knees or lifting your heels up and placing them back down again. So take some time to take any gentle movements that you feel your body needs to create some space down the back line of your body. From here, you're going to inhale and move forward into a high plank. As you exhale, drop your hips. And then inhale, lift your head and heart space. And tuck your toes. Exhale, down dog. Inhale when you come forward, high plank. Exhale, drop those hips. Inhale, lift your head and heart space. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, hanging cobra. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Slowly start to walk your feet forward until you find yourself in a standing forward fold. Bend your knees a lot if that feels comfortable. And then hold on to alternate elbows and then gently rock back and forth as you inhale and exhale. Release your arms and slowly start to roll up, stacking one vertebra on top of the other. When you get to the top, you can give yourself a nice shoulder shrug, and we'll start in Tadasana, palms facing outwards. Inhale, arms rise, high mountain. Exhale, cactus your arms, back bend. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. You're going to step back into Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll over your toes if you can. Inhale, right leg extends up, three-legged dog. Bring your right foot to your outside bum cheek as you open up your hip. And inhale here. Stay for the exhale. And then bring your knee to your nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, open up that hip. Inhale here. And then exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, open up the hip. Inhale. Exhale as you bring your knee to your nose. And step your foot all the way through, coming into a low lunge. Place the left leg down on the mat. Inhale, right arm rises, gaze to your right hand for a twist. Come back into that low lunge. Inhale, arms rise, Anjaneyasana. Pick up that back knee into a high lunge and then place your hands through heart center to prayer. Connect your left elbow to your right knee as you exhale into a twist. I'm going to step through into Prasarita, wide-legged forward fold. A couple of options for your arms. Maybe you want to get into your shoulders, so interlace your fingers behind your back and gesture your fists over your head. Or otherwise, you can potentially place your hand onto your hips or onto your ankles if that feels better. And if you're itching for a headstand, you're welcome to place your head down on the mat from here. And then inhale as you slowly rise up into a headstand. Next, inhale, we side lunge into Skandasana to the left. Staying as low as you can, Skandasana to the right. Try to root that right heel down onto the mat. And then either your hands are to prayer, or you can place your hands down on the mat to help you go from one Skandasana to the next. Last one, Skandasana to the right. And step your left leg all the way forward, meeting in Malasana, yogic squat facing the front. You want to gesture your elbows into the inner seam of your knees. Find a nice straight posture as you breathe into this big pose. Feel free to move around if you need to, or be static, depending what you feel your body needs in this pose. Then place your hands down on the mats and your sit bones nice and high, and heel toe your feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms rise, high mountain. Big exhale, back bend. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale to fold. Ground your hands down, step or jump back into Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg extends up. Open up that hip. And hold for one breath. And then exhale as you bring your knee to your nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, open up that hip. Exhale, knee to nose. Last one, inhale, three-legged dog. Open up that hip. Exhale, knee to nose. And step your foot all the way through, coming into a low lunge on the other side. Right hand roots down. Inhale, left hand extends all the way up. Gaze to your left hand. And pick your back knee up off the mat. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale as you bring your hands through to prayer. Connect your right elbow to your left knee as you find a twist facing the left. And bring your feet together, and then we'll step out to find that Prasarita wide-legged forward fold. And once again, you can find the arms that feel good for you in this wide-legged forward fold. And maybe if you didn't feel like doing a headstand in the previous set, but you feel like going into one now, feel free to do that if that feels like what you need. Alternatively, you are really just focusing on creating space down the back line of the body. A few more breaths here. Coming out of that Prasarita, you're coming into Skandasana, your side lunge to the right. Side lunge staying as low as you can, Skandasana to the left. Skandasana to the right. Skandasana to the left. And then step your right foot on the outside, facing the front, coming into Malasana yogic squat. Your elbows pressing into the inner seam of your knees as you find a nice straight posture. And then place your hands down on the mat, sit bones nice and high, heel toe your feet together. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips up your shins, shoulder blades draw back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms rise, high mountain. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale to fold. Next, inhale, step or jump back. Chaturanga, and then inhale into up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Next, inhale, right knee draws into your chest. Step all the way forward, coming into warrior one. So your back foot is at 45 degrees, your hips are square to the front. Inhale here. Exhale, open up warrior two, parallel park your back foot. Make sure that your front knee is active. Exhale into reverse warrior. Slide your back arm down your back thigh, front arm up and over. Inhale back to warrior two, and then straighten that front leg. Pop out your knee as you find Trikonasana, triangle pose. And gaze up to that top hand. And place your hands down on the mat. Place your back knee down on the mat. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, arms rise. Exhale into half Hanumanasana as you flex your front foot. Inhale to rise. Exhale, half Hanumanasana. Inhale to rise. Exhale, half Hanumanasana. This time we work into that front leg as much as possible. So you're going to slowly start to gesture your heel all the way forward, just really wanting to see where your edge is in the splits today. And for everyone, it's going to be different. So don't put too much pressure on yourself. It's really just about getting a good stretch and improving day to day on your flexibility. In the training that we do at the gym, it's natural for our hamstrings and our quads, our shoulders as well to be incredibly tight. So it's very rare to find somebody who's able to really get into the splits as well as do the strength and conditioning needed for the combat sports that we do. Slowly start to walk your heel back towards your body and then step back into downward facing dog. Few breaths here. Next, inhale, jump all the way forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms rise, high mountain. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale to fold. Place your hands down on the mat, step back into high plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg draws into your chest. Step that foot all the way through as you find warrior one on the other side. Your back foot is at 45 degrees. Your hips are square to the front. Inhale here, and then as you exhale, find warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Slide that back arm down your back thigh, front arm up and over. Inhale, find that warrior two. Straighten that front knee, pop out your hip to find Trikonasana. Gaze to that top hand. And place your hands down on the mat, step back. Inhale into your Anjaneyasana. Exhale as you swivel back, flex that front foot, half Hanumanasana. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, half Hanumanasana. Inhale to rise. Exhale to come all the way back. And once again on this side, working into that flexibility. Where does that front heel move to today? And check in with the fact that one side of the body is going to be more flexible than the other. It's important to work both regardless of the limitations on the one side. Slowly start to walk that heel back towards your body. And step back, downward facing dog. And inhale as you jump all the way forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms rise, high mountain. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, forward fold. Ground your hands down. Step back into high plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And from here, you're going to cross your ankles, press weight into your hands, and then shift your body all the way forward, coming into a seat. And then inhale into a Navasana boat pose. So you can choose either your legs are at a V or your legs are at 90 degrees. And then we're going to exhale as we slowly release for a count of 3. Inhale to rise. Exhale, lower 1, 2, and 3, all the way down. And taking a moment just to breathe and collect yourself. We're going to a supine twist, so bring your knees to touch, your feet are wide, your arms are at a T. You'll inhale here, and then as you exhale, let your knees fall over to the right. You can gaze over to the left-hand side if that feels good for your body. Bring your knees back to center, feet are wide. And exhale, knees over to the left, gaze to the right. And bring your knees back to center. You're going to bend your knees. You want to be able to skim your fingertips with your heels. We're going to inhale to lift into a bridge. You'll slowly lift each part of your torso up one by one, and then interlace your fingers at the base of your spine and push down to come further up into your bridge. And release your hands and slowly melt your torso and your bottom back onto the mat. Bring your knees to touch and gather yourself for a moment. Resist the urge to bring your knees into your chest just yet. You're going to be able to skim your fingertips with your heels once more, and then inhale as you slowly lift your lower, middle, and upper back off the mat. Coming as high up into that bridge as you can, and if you want further, you can interlace your fingers and gesture your fist towards your feet. Exhale as you slowly lower all the way down. First your upper body, then your middle body, and then your lower body. Bring your knees to touch one more time. Find your breath. We'll be doing one more round of bridge. If you really feel like you'd like a full wheel here and you know where to go, you're welcome to go there. If you're going into full bridge for the third time, rise up one more time. First your lower body, then your middle body, and then your upper body. And exhale as you melt all the way down. And from here you can bring your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around your legs, give yourself a nice big squeeze. We're going to go into a shoulder stand sequence from here. So you're going to bring your knees right over your head, place your feet on the mat above your head, coming into plow. So you'll feel a nice neural stretch at the top of your neck and your shoulders. Don't move your head around at all in this position. And if you find that your feet meet the mat quite easily, your next goal is to lift those feet off, away from your head and straighten them. Next, inhale, we find supported shoulder stand. So bring your legs straight up above your shoulders. Engage your core. You're looking for a straight line from your shoulders all the way up. And try to be here for 3 full breaths. On your last breath, exhale, lower your knees to either side of your ears for deaf man's pose. As you know, in jits especially, and even in boxing, we tend to put a lot of strain on our necks and the top of our shoulders, so this is a nice shoulder opener. Placing your hands on the mat as breaks, slowly start to roll your vertebra back down onto the mat, really focusing on one vertebra at a time, touching the mat. And place your feet down on the mat. You're going to come up into fish, so you can rise, place your elbows down on the mat, arch your back. You're looking to touch your crown onto the mat. So if that means walking your elbows down so that you can get that crown connection, do so. We aim to be here for 3 more breaths, but if you need to come out of this early, you can tuck your chin and roll all the way down. One last time, you can draw your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around your legs, give yourself a much needed squeeze. And then from here, we'll work our way to happy baby, holding onto the inside of your feet and kicking out into a U, which opens corrects the curvature of your spine, opens your back up and allows you to get a full spinal connection to the mat. And if you want to massage your spine into the mat beneath you, feel free to rock around a little bit. Maybe you need a bit more of a straddle. And then when you're ready, you can relax down into your final resting position, Shavasana. And take a deep breath here. Exhale, sigh out your practice. Let go of your practice.